Hi everyone, I'm Lara Mikeljevic and I'm currently studying for an MBA at Exeter University through the IBM Scholarship. Today I'm going to be answering some frequently asked questions that people have about the MBA course, the application process, and also giving you a bit of an insight into my personal experience of the course so far, as I'm currently halfway through. And I'm really hoping this video will actually give you a bit of a flavour into the MBA course and what it entails, and that will help inform your decision of whether it's something you're interested in pursuing. So I'll first go a bit into what I did before the MBA. So I studied history at the University of Edinburgh before moving over to IBM on the graduate programme in 2020. And since then I've been at IBM for 4 years, focusing mainly on complex project management. And I've worked on a big range of clients from NHS, HMRC to Lloyds Bank. So how's my MBA journey been going so far? And to put it simply, I've really been enjoying it. Don't get me wrong, there's definitely a bit of an adjustment moving from London to Exeter, where my whole life is in London, as the course is face-to-face, so you will have to physically move there for 9 months or up to a year if you want to spend the summertime in Exeter. And it has been super easy to make friends whilst I've been there. That's from the course, postgrad accommodation as well, everyone's of a similar age, and also through societies. There's so many societies you can get involved in when you're there. In terms of the course, I've really enjoyed it because there's so many different topics that I've learnt about that I never would have touched on as a project manager at IBM. So for example, I'd never really learned anything about marketing before or operations. So this course has given me a real high level view of those topics. And it also kind of gives me the opportunity to think about, where do I actually want my career to progress in the coming years. One tip I'd say for this course is organisation is key. And if you've got good organisation, you'll be so fine at doing it. The course is definitely demanding, as you are learning so many modules in tandem, and it is 100% coursework throughout the year. So you will have a few deadlines throughout, but if you are organised, I'd say you'll be completely fine and you'll have so much time to actually do societies and go out with friends and actually explore Exeter and Devon as a whole. So what does a typical day look like? So we have lectures most weekdays from 9:30 to 5 p.m. In the middle of that, we'll have a 1 hour lunch break, and then there's a break in both the morning and afternoon sessions. The morning sessions are more focused on actually teaching you the content. So think of a classic lecture that you would have been in at university. And then in the afternoon, it's a lot more based on around putting that teaching into practice, either through teamwork, different discussions, debates, presentations. So the second half of the day is typically a lot more interactive than the first half. And then once the day ends at 5, it really does, vary day to day what I do. But typically I'd go back, have dinner, and if I have a pending deadline, I'd be writing my essay or going to the library. And if not, there's many societies you can get involved in. So personally, I play tennis. I'm in the tennis club. So we have training twice a week. And if not, just going out with friends for drinks, as any university student would. So what we actually be learning on this course, and to put it very simply, many different topics. So the idea of the course is actually to give you a well-rounded view of what it's like to be a responsible workplace leader and give you all the skills and tools that you'll need as you progress further on in your career. And the way that the year is split up is there's 3 different terms. So terms 1 and 2 go from September to around Easter time. And then term 3 is from Easter to June. And then from there, you'll have the summer term to do your kind of dissertation equivalent. So terms 1 and 2 focus on core modules. So there's 5 key areas, and within that, there's a few modules that come under each area. I think I'll actually put a screenshot here of the course structure so you can clearly see what I'm talking about. So in terms 1 and 2 with the core modules, you have to do all of them. And they cover many different topics. So there's financy ones such as accounting and economics. There's ones that are more leadership focused, looking into strategy and entrepreneurship, organizational behavior. And then for us IBMs, it's really nice that there's some tech ones in there, such as data analytics and digital technology in a workplace. And then once you've completed terms 1 and 2, term 3 is focused on elective modules. So there'll be a list of around 15 different modules that you can pick from. And then once you hit that mid-June mark, you've finished with all your modules for the year. And over the summer period, you'll have something that's called a consulting project to complete by September time. And that answer brings me nicely onto the next question, which is surrounding what am I looking forward to for the rest of the university year? And there's two things that are standing out. The first one is in relation to an elective module I'm taking for sustainable business. And this will actually be taking place in France for 2 weeks. And what's especially nice about this is that we'll actually be doing the course with French MBA students at Audencia University. So we'll get to network with them and spend time with them outside of the course, which would be great. And then the second thing I'm really looking forward to is the consulting project. So think of this as a dissertation equivalent, but you're actually working with a real life client of your choice. And the idea of the consulting project is you pull together all the skills you've learned throughout the whole MBA year, and a client will come to you with a problem they're currently having, and then you'll write a project or report explaining, what your recommendations are for that company to progress. So that's a really nice way to further expand the network and apply all the skills you've learned throughout the year. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I really hope it helped answer any questions or queries you might have had about the MBA course